So we're starting day 4. Yesterday was a little rough. It was very, very windy. Didn't do much videoing, and near the afternoon we just called it quits on trying to ride the coast, and we headed inland. We cut through some rice paddies and all that, and ended up in a small town, Miaoli, and found this great hotel, 3rd generation ownership. The guy was so nice, super cute. Went to a night market, ate some really good stuff, and we're back on it this morning. There's not a cloud in the sky, still a little wind, but very light compared to yesterday. But we're gonna start with some dumplings, some pork dumplings. It's been wafting through the street, and we rode for about a minute, and we found where that smell's coming from. So we're gonna dig in, then we're gonna go buy some fruit and hit the road. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right, we ordered what we think is pork dumplings, and definitely have a scallion pancake. And now we are in this really, really nice fruit stand, corner fruit stand, and yeah, we're gonna grab some stuff. Here we are, riding through an old Japanese train tunnel built in 1927. Oh, look at the lights are changing colors. It's about 10 degrees cooler inside of here. It's super nice, super cool. Good morning from Taichung, Taiwan. Yesterday we took a 0 day here. Saw the city a little bit, went to the markets, laid in bed, watched TV, just had a relaxing day. And we got here the afternoon before. We left Miaoli, and rode down this great through the countryside. It was fantastic. It was a dedicated bike path, like just a really enjoyable day of riding. But then we started hitting the outskirts of the city, and riding in the city is a tremendous pain in the ass. Not only does it feel dangerous at times, but you hit every single red light when you're going the speed of a touring bike. So we hopped on a train and skipped all that nonsense, and we're here right in the center of the city. Today, we are going to go to Sun Moon Lake, and it looks like we can get there by train also. So we're at least going to take the train out of the city and then see what we can do from there. And hopefully we're going to circumnavigate the lake this afternoon, or at least start and camp somewhere on the shores. Thank you. Bye. Okay, we arrived at Ershui Station, and we have about 15 miles of cycling to get up this mountain, and we'll be at Sun Moon Lake. But the train ride here was really easy. It took about an hour and a half, and on Google Maps you can actually follow your route. It has all the stations. It's very simple, and it costs about $7 for the both of us and the bikes. But from here There is a train, an old train that's been running for 100 years, but you can't take bikes on that one. So we're gonna do it man-powered. We are going through some beautiful countryside. It's a dedicated bicycle path. It's cutting through the farmland, and it's going to take us all the way to Sun Moon Lake. Ooh, it's a hot one, but we made it to the town of Jiji, and we really haven't started the real climbing yet. That happens in about 5 or 6 miles, but we're getting late in the day, so I found a room for $32, and we're gonna spend the night there, wake up, and do the big climb right before sunrise. And here's one of the original trains that ran the Jiji train line that has been running consistently for over 100 years, and it's quite a tourist attraction. We'll poke around a little bit, and then we're gonna head on down the road and get a good night's sleep before we do the big climb. And then over here they now have, it's like a little town market, and this section, it's a lot of dried fruits, a lot of snack type stuff. It all looks very good. And then these we found them on the side of the road today. Someone was selling these fruits, and you crack open it's kind of a hard shell, and then there's a little film of fruit around this really black nut. Not a lot of substance to it, but they're great to just snack on while you're riding. They kind of saved the day for us. And, I don't know what they're called. If anyone knows what they're called, please comment. Okay, this is cool in here. So this is an old train terminal. Hello. So it's an old train terminal that they've converted into this market. And there's a lot of interesting goods here. Oh, ice cream. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, and you can see here, here's the old terminal wing. They have some shops set up in here. But let's move on down the road. Looks like it's gonna rain. Let's get in that hotel room and relax and call it a day. You want an ice cream? Ice cream treat?
A sweet treat for me? Yeah. What do we got?
I think I'm gonna get the one with the strawberry.
That one looks good with the kiwi. That looks like it's gonna be kiwi.
Down the road. Good morning from Shuili. We're right down, not at the base of the mountain. We're at 1,000 feet, but we have another 1,000 feet to go to Sun Moon Lake, and it's a steep one. I think we're gonna cover 1,000 feet in like 5 miles, so we're ready, right?
So ready.
We do have a problem though. I have a flat tire. After a dozen countries and over 10,000 miles, I have my first flat while bicycle touring, and I guess I can't complain. That's pretty good odds. I'll put a link to my tire setup and how I got so far, but I use a sealant. Let this car pass. I use a tire sealant and do tubeless, and I have spare tubes, but I don't want to change it out right here because it's going to be such a huge mess, and I really want to have a water source to clean that tire out. So I'm going to pump it up. I had to pump it up 2 or 3 times yesterday. It's a slow leak. Hopefully it's still a slow leak, but it's dead flat this morning, and can get us up the mountain to, or at least somewhere where I have some water to really clean this tire out before I throw a new tube in it. So I'm going to take care of that, We're gonna get Savannah some coffee, maybe get me some coffee,
Nah.
and then we are climbing that mountain. All right, after an hour and a half of wrestling with the tire, we are finally on our way. Haven't even started climbing and I'm sweating. But yeah, I had the sealant was completely failed. It wouldn't take air. Huge mess, super slippery, and eventually had to get help from a bike shop across the street. I couldn't stretch that tire onto the rim, not with my crappy plastic tools. So we'll add metal tire tools to the list and we're gonna go conquer this mountain. How you feeling?
Horrible! I hate you! First and last! Ever!
Run! So welcome. I would say you're officially a bicycle tour after that climb.
Oh, you were almost single and I was almost on a bus ride home.
Was it that bad?
Yes, but this makes up for it. Time to go dragon boot.
Worth every minute of climbing. It was tough, but we have made it to Sun Moon Lake and it's stunning. And we're on the trail, there's tons of people. It's a Sunday, so we're gonna spend the next 2 days just riding around this lake. Good morning from a very rainy Sun Moon Lake. We made it here yesterday and we found a hotel room right in the downtown of Shuili, and it was 26 bucks a night. It was raining, so we just couldn't justify camping, and we have another rainy day, but we've stripped down our bikes and minimal amount of gear and we're going for it. There's an 18-mile bike trail right around the edge of the lake, so rain or shine, we're gonna get it done. So let's get out there, get at it, and it's starting to come down hard. After cycling through the rain for about a half hour, we made it to Wenwu Temple, and the view from here is just crazy. It's really cool. We actually have the weather clearing a little bit, so the day is turning towards the better. And we're gonna check this out a bit. This place is huge. Just keeps going up and up. We're looking at what is now like the 4th level of temple. Very intricate carvings in this wall. Everything is so detailed. Every square inch, it looks like a marble. To the top, the ceiling work, everything. Very impressive, very beautiful. Temple continues to go upwards. All right, we finally made it to the top, and rewarded with a koi pond. But we also have some really, really incredible views of the lake from up here. And you can kind of get a glimpse of how big the temple actually is and how it has multiple levels. Very cool. So we're about halfway around the lake and we came across this little shopping district. It's a bunch of food stalls and we're gonna get some lunch. I believe it's called Itateao. It's an indigenous village. And yeah, we're gonna find something to eat. We basically stopped at the first place we saw. They have really good pictures and it's very easy to order. We've been having trouble in some spots. Yeah, we need pictures. So we were pointing at stuff on the menu and kind of asking what it was. And turns out they just brought everything we pointed at, even though we wanted a couple things.
Oh, it's fried tofu on top.
Kimchi. Pork belly sausage.
Chicken sausage.
Chicken sausage. Pork belly. Fried tofu. Ah!
Gotcha.
Help it. I like that. I didn't think I would. There you have it, a full circumnavigation of Sun Moon Lake. We are back at our bright yellow hotel and it was a great day. It was fun. It's not a cycling path the entire way. I'd say probably over 50% you're sharing a road with cars, but not being the weekend, traffic was pretty mellow. There are tons of temples to see, pagodas, little lakeside villages. It's a very pleasant, very nice ride. We really enjoyed it. The food was great, and yeah, there is a walking section also, probably about a mile in total around the lake of walking, but definitely worth it. And that concludes this episode of our bicycle touring Taiwan series. Tomorrow we're going to head south, and I have no idea what route we're going to take. We'll figure that out this evening, but subscribe, join us, because we will be back.